Did you know in the 1860s, 67% of North Carolina's population were slaves? Good morning, staff, students, and honorable judges. My name is Immanuel, and today I'll be talking about slavery. The three main points I'll be talking about: how and why slavery started, idols of slavery, and how slavery ended. It all began in the year of 1619. A few Dutch traders came to the British colony of Jamestown, Virginia, with the first shipment of slaves. This wouldn't be the last time they came. If you were wondering about why slavery started, I'll tell you. Colonization is the reason why slavery started. During the 15th and 16th century, Europeans started getting interested in slave trades. At first, slave trading was pretty small. Then, in the 17th and 18th centuries, slave trading grew. The Europeans had colonized some of the southern parts of America. That's where most of the farms were. So they would send convicts from Britain to farm for them. But they thought there were not enough people. So then they would bring slaves to America and plantation owners would bid on them. At one point of time, 1/3 of the population of the southern part of America had consisted of being slaves. Now I'll be talking about idols of slavery. Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks. Both these people had the same message: fight with peace, but not with violence. If you were wondering who these people were, I'll tell you about them. First, we'll talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was a minister. He also was one of the leaders of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NCAAP. Martin always believed that one day everyone would be equal in America, and he knew for that to happen, he had to start and be a role model to make his beliefs reality. So he started making speeches and telling them to his church and people all over America. As he kept telling these speeches, people started to follow him, and that's how the Civil Rights Movement started. He is one of the few reasons why slavery stopped. Sadly, Martin was assassinated on April 4th, 1968, at the age of 39. Now I'll tell you one of his most famous quotes. "I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Now we will talk about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was born on February 4th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. She was a civil rights activist and one of the NCAAP's leaders. She is best known for not giving up her front row seat on a bus and boycotting buses in Montgomery, Alabama with Martin Luther King Jr. She is also another reason why slavery stopped. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished the boycotting of buses that gave people great pride, knowing that change could happen. Now I'll tell you one of her most famous quotes. "People have said over the years that the reason I didn't give up my seat was because I was tired. I did not think of being physically tired. My feet were not hurting. I was tired in a different way. I was tired of seeing so many men treated as boys and not called by their proper names or titles. I was tired of seeing children and women mistreated and disrespected because of the color of their skin. I was tired of Jim Crow laws of legally enforced segregation." Last but not least, how slavery ended. It began April 12, 1861, and ended on May 9, 1865. The Civil War. It was the southern part of America, also known as the Confederate States of America, versus the northern part of America. The north part of America was fighting for the equality of everyone, and the Confederate States of America were fighting to preserve slave states and political liberty for Caucasians. All the battles had specific names. They were called Bull Run, Antietam, Chancellorsville, Gettysburg, Vicksburg, and many more. The war ended when the Confederate States of America surrendered. This war was very terrible because 620,000 of 2.4 million soldiers were killed, and the people and territory of the South were devastated. 8 months after the war ended, the Secretary of the U.S. issued the 13th Amendment, making the end of slavery. And at the end of the day, America became a country of equality. In conclusion, conclusion, I have taught you about how and why slavery started, idols of slavery, and how slavery ended. After listening to my speech, I'd like you to remember you shouldn't judge a person on the way they look, their skin color, or their beliefs, or religions, because everyone is their own person. Thank you for listening to my speech.